Hello everybody on YouTube, this is Super Nintendo, and welcome to my video where I talk about something that I have some thoughts on, because I have some thoughts. Today we are talking about the Master Sword. And specifically we are going to be talking about the Breath of the Wild version of the Master Sword, because I have some thoughts. So I've gone on record as being one of those few people, or not few people, one of those people that like how the Master Sword was handled in Breath of the Wild, with it being breakable and whatnot. Replaying Breath of the Wild on Master Mode, I have a little bit more to add to that. I don't remember if I made a video talking about my theory as to why the Master Sword breaks, but I'll do a recap or announce my theory. My theory is the Master Sword didn't gain its power to repel evil until Zelda in Skyward Sword gave her blessing and added her power to the Master Sword. And it's confirmed that with each passing generation, Zelda's power, her connection to her divine power, is weakening. And since the Master Sword's power to repel evil is tied to the power of Hylia, I think that's the reason why the Master Sword is breakable in Breath of the Wild. Because Princess Zelda in that game is the most recent incarnation, and the furthest from Skyward Sword Zelda, who is not the first incarnation, but one of the first. So that's why, you know. As for that's an in-universe reason as to why I think the Master Sword is breakable in that game. And so I'm all for the Master Sword being breakable. My problem comes from the gameplay, I think. And it's not like, oh, the Master Sword has never been breakable in any other game, so why is it breakable here? That's not what my problem is. What my problem is, the fully powered up Master Sword, after you finish the Trial of the Sword, is broken as hell. And not in the broken thing like, oh, you whap somebody with it and then it breaks over their head. No. My problem is it breaks the gameplay. The fully powered up variation from that, it does 60 base damage. It takes a long ass time to run out of power, and it takes 10 minutes for it to come back. So when it does run out of power, you're just like, oh, well, I guess I'll just go exploring for 10 minutes before my Master Sword comes back, you know. There's no reason to use any other melee weapon, pretty much. But replaying the Master Mode, and I don't have the fully powered up Master Sword yet. I'm kind of wanting not to, pretty much, because the normal Master Sword, the one that does 30 base damage, that's perfect. You know, it doesn't do that much damage compared to any other weapon. It doesn't, and it like breaks at the perfect time. So it's like, oh, when it breaks, it's like, you still get that feeling of, oh shit, let me pull out another weapon so I can fight this big mook person, this guardian or whatever, and you know, it's like that. So, you know, you still get that feeling of, you know, oh shit, if I don't do something quick, I'm gonna die, you know? Especially in Master Mode where everything hits like a fucking train. You know, you still get that feeling. You know, it's like that feeling of like panic. Like, oh shit, I need to pull something out to fight this enemy, but like my ace in the hole pretty much just broke, and now I'm left with all these other weapons. That, I think, is the true feeling of Breath of the Wild. And when you get the fully powered up Master Sword, that feeling is just gone. Because, you know, there's no reason to use any other weapons. And, you know, you could just not use the Master Sword, but then when you have it, you're like, when you fight the enemies, you're like, well, that was a fun and exciting, very satisfying battle. But I could have utterly decimated you if I just pulled out my Master Sword. You know, you always got that feeling in the back of your head. And you can't get rid of the Master Sword. You can't throw it, you can't put it back in its pedestal and just leave it there. You can't do anything. You know, I've had playthroughs where I just never go after the Master Sword because it's more fun. It's more fun to just play Breath of the Wild without the Master Sword. You know, like there's other Zelda games. There's Twilight Princess where you can go a majority of the game without even using the Master Sword, because the Master Sword isn't even required for most of the game. You know, you can pull out the Master Sword, and yeah, it's required for story purposes. But when you're just going through the dungeons and whatnot, you can just use the Orden sword. You know, you can just go through the whole game with that. You don't have to use the Master Sword, except for in those rare story beats. Like, yeah, you have to use it in the Twilight Palace, and you have to use it to unlock the in the instance where you have to unlock the path to the Temple of Time, and you have to use it in the final battle with Ganon. But aside from those instances, you don't need the Master Sword. You know, and I've gone through Twilight Princess without using the Master Sword, except for those required instances, and it's more rewarding doing that. I love that sense of risk and reward. You know, that sense, and with the fully powered up Master Sword, the one that has like the blue glow around it, there's no sense of risk. You know. And for those wondering, this is a foam replica of the Master Sword I got for like cons and whatever. Except there's no cons in my near me most of the time, so it's like I just kind of got this. It's awesome though. I tried to get one that looked close enough to the Twilight Princess version, although the Twilight Princess version has like the purple thing and not the blue, but it still looks pretty cool. I think it's still like too long though, because it's like I got long arms, so like it's like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to pull it out. So I guess that's the end of this video. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you feel the same way I do about the Master Sword? Because I am honestly I feel alone in this. Cause like I've tried voicing my opinion on the Master Sword breaking before, but I never actually posted my opinion on like Facebook or anything about how the Master Sword kind of removes that sense of risk and reward with battles and whatever. And I'd be very interested to know what people think about it. So, that has been Super Nintendo, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Time travel away!